Hey everyone, and welcome to 5 on Friday with Jessie B. This Friday, I am going to share with you 5 of my favorite books that have helped me grow in my faith and become a better woman in Christ. So, besides the obvious Bible, which is my first favorite book, it is the Word of Truth, it is the foundation of which I live. So besides the Bible, I also love reading about other people's stories and wisdom. We have so many people nowadays, women and men, that we can look to for wisdom and knowledge and their stories. And so I want to share with you, starting from the beginning of truly my faith journey until now, 5 of my favorite books. So the first one is Jesus Calling. So Jesus Calling is by Sarah Young, and this was my first book that I ever truly read. It's a devotional. It is a daily devotional with Bible verses. Every single day I read Jesus Calling, and they are so applicable to our life. I swear every time I read it, I thought she was speaking to me. So this is a very intimate book too. It's as if God was speaking to us. So he uses the words I and you and have faith in me and trust in me. And it's like God was actually speaking to me. So I did this every single day the first year that I truly surrendered my life. It was back in 2011. And I wrote a journal and I read the Bible verses. So Jesus Calling. I recommend this if you are asking yourself, where do I start? How do I get closer to God? Start with Jesus Calling. My second book is Anything by Jennie Allen. Okay, so back in 2011, for those who might not know my story, I was feeling very unfulfilled. And so I said another prayer. I said, Lord, I surrender. I surrender to you, my future. And then I read this book by Jennie Allen. And this is her book called Anything, the Prayer That Unlocked My Soul. And Jennie and her husband both were feeling the same way, unfulfilled. And they just said, Lord, we will do anything. Such a small prayer, but it was bold. And God, this is the story of how God took them from a place of unfulfillment to so much purpose and passion in their life. This was literally the first book. I love this book. So if you are feeling maybe a little unfulfilled, like what do I do with my life? Anything by Jennie Allen will definitely give you some guidance and inspiration. Okay, my third book is Praying for a Future Husband. So I didn't realize the importance of praying for my future husband. See, my prayers consisted of, Lord, please make my future husband like this, and I had a checklist. When God's like, actually, I need to prepare you and create you and prepare you. You need to become the woman that my husband needs me to be as well. And in the process, I am also becoming the woman that God needs me to be. So I started reading this, and there's prayers in every chapter of how to pray for your future husband in a good and godly way. And so I've been praying these prayers for about 5 years now. So my husband is definitely, he is definitely covered in prayer. So, okay, my fourth book is Your Beautiful Purpose. So throughout this journey that I was on, I wanted to know, what was my purpose? What is my purpose? And this is by Susie Larson. She truly helped me discovering and enjoying what God can do through you. And I loved it because she talked about seasons of our life. She gave 4 examples of different seasons that we go through and how to identify them and what to recognize in those seasons and what the enemy is trying to do during those seasons and what God is telling you to do through your seasons. So no matter what chapter, what season you're going through, there is a purpose for it. And I've read this over and over. As you can see, there's still like tags in it because I love this. I reference it all the time. Your Beautiful Purpose. And number 5 is Live, Love, Lead by Brian Houston. I love this man. And so our church just became Hillsong Phoenix, and Brian Houston is our senior pastor, and their church started over 30 years ago in Australia and has grown to be a global movement. And this man is a man of character and integrity and full of faith. And this is his book about his journey. And I love his saying, your best is yet to come, because truly your best is yet to come. And this is a story. It is inspiring. It goes into detail. I love how he is just so vulnerable in this as well, but just such a strong man of faith. So I love this book. Those are just 5 of my favorite books, but honestly, I have so many. And if you are looking for a recommendation of a faith-filled book and you're just saying, I want to grow in my faith, and you don't know where to begin, let me know. I would love to help you get a book that you can dive into and read. Obviously, get the Bible, number 1. But sometimes we need the extra wisdom and knowledge from those around us to learn from. So let me know how I can help you. If you need a good book, I have plenty.